I got a Gretsch, like a little Gretsch. I don't remember exactly what kind it was. I think it says it like on the little label, but it looks like a Les Paul, but definitely not as much money as it was a Les Paul. It was between that Gretsch or a Fender Telecaster, and I was like, I like the way this Fender feels because it's light, but I love how solid and how heavy this Gretsch feels. So I was like, let's go with the solid. I was actually smiling. Ronnie said she came with me when I went to get my guitar. She saw me smiling when I picked it up, and she's like, "That's probably the one you're gonna want to go with." So I got that one, and then on my birthday, she got me an orange amp. So that was pretty dope. You know, a little orange amp, like I don't know, it's not like big, probably like, I don't know, 10 gigawatts or whatever you want, gigahertz.
I was just gonna say, what how many watts does it have?
I think it's like 10 or 15. It's a small guy, but it gets the job done. It has gain, overdrive, a little treble button, little bass button. And then I have my Stomp Lad pedal that Shane got me years ago that still works. And I got your wah pedal that still works. It hasn't, been plugged in or anything, but it's still doing its business. So messing around with that kind of jazz, you know what I'm saying? Messing around with that stuff.
What do you see yourself doing with this new yucky?
This new yucky, this new headgear? I feel like I'm gonna play it a lot more. I think I'm gonna get a lot better with like my chords, maybe get into some riffs, play with different sounds. And if I'm already finding sounds that sound cool to me, so I might start recording it with because I got like that microphone and got like a little bit of recording stuff. So I might try to record all that stuff and just see where we go with that.
What's the model of your your recorder?
Tascam DR40, something like that.
Is it 40 just straight up, or is it 40X? Yeah,
no, it's a 40. It's straight up.
Straight up. All right.
Let's see. 40. So straight up 40.
Let me ask the internet. Can I use as
an audio interface? You can.
Yes. Transfer USB. Yep. It's just the way I thought. So yeah, it would be. Yeah. So you would. Cool. So you would plug your phone in, set that up, and here, no one asked for this. Hey, one viewer, it was Aaron's birthday recently, and he got some cool stuff, and I just want to tell him something like, so imagine this is your stand, except, if this surface is the face of the amp, because it's so like you're looking at the amp from the side, and this is where the sound comes out of.
Yeah.
Your microphone is about here. It's like an inch, like not. And then what you would do is like for the audio recording, like just like recording your voice, you always want to make sure, like play your loudest or play the loudest that you will imagine that you will play, like just wham on it, just like down, and then and then just adjust on the Tascam the recording level, right? Because you can adjust threshold, not how loud the volume is, but you can adjust the actual recording level on the Tascam, right?
Yeah, you could pick the decibels.
Yeah, so you would just you would just be as loud as you can imagine you would be, and make it so that the recording level stays like at about 0 decibels,
about 0 decibels.
Or like Christian says, he's like, I think Christian's ideal number is 6. Like, I get the sense, yeah. So
negative 6,
positive 6. Like, not that it should be, but at its loudest, he's like 6 is pretty good.
That's loud. Decibels.
I think it's because of like being able to like edit it later. There's something about like if it stays at about 6, it's pretty chiller.
All right. Pretty
Yeah.
crueler.
So yeah, you plug that in whenever you get this laptop, you can plug that in, and then you'll be able to record. And a cool thing about like GarageBand and Logic are basically the same program. GarageBand is like a simpler version of it, but they look pretty identical, honestly. And they do almost the same things. They're like the same program, just one is simpler.
GarageBand.
On GarageBand, what you can do is you can set up a loop, and then you can like record directly in. So say it's like cut, 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 like it does 4, and then it repeats. You can go, you play whatever it is, and then stop, and then like just like let it keep looping, and it'll play words. So you can go
and just keep looping for that forever if you wanted to.
Yeah, you can make a new track under that, and like you can start singing it. Ah, ah. Which you should like you fuck around for a while, and then like on another cool thing about GarageBand is like with the keyboard on the computer.
Yeah.
I'll do my best to give you a really simple. I'm doing it now. This is what this podcast is right now. It's just a quick breakdown of how to do it. Like you can do, there's a thing you can add called a software instrument. You can either choose drums, and with the keyboard you can drum. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool. I'm just worried about that.
You're worried about that?
Because on my phone, it's different on the phone because of the touch screen. But like when I was first trying to use GarageBand, since it came with the iPhone, because it's like iTunes and all, Apple, I didn't like how it wasn't as responsive as, say, I used BandLab on my phone at the time. Like that was more responsive when I did the, when I was trying to make drums or something. Like BandLab was more responsive on my screen than GarageBand. But this would totally, you don't need to worry about that because you're saying it's like buttons, so on your phone or on your, that's cool.
And even better, like possibly, so that's if you wanted to do your own drum beat. Like if you specifically were like, I want the drums to do what I'm playing, then yeah, that would be the time to record that. And you would play it off of the literal keyboard. Nice. But like, also like, I kind of don't want to think about that at all. Like I have no interest in about that. GarageBand and Logic have like pre-made drum loops that you can just plop in, like a bunch of different, there are only so many, but like there are a bunch of combinations where it's like you can use them for a while before you've used them all,
That's cool.
So yeah, man, I look forward to hearing what you'll do, because you're oh my god. And then I say I died.
Yeah, you just die right then and there.
I'll never know what he meant. No,
what did you say?
No, I was just saying that like you're a very creative person, and like you do make good music. So I'm excited for you to be able to have basically like it's like the equivalent of like a notebook.
That'd be sick.
Like it's just like a place to put it down so that someone else can come by and read it. And by read it, it's listen to it. But like just to be able to be like, oh wow, cool. I see what you're saying.
It's a way better notebook because instead of writing it down, you could actually hear it. So it's an audiobook, if you will, an audio notebook.
Can I just like buy the computer?
Can I just buy the computer? No, I appreciate that, man, because for a while, I've had ideas and I want to get them out there, and I would only be able to record it on my phone, but then I want to realize it in a better way. So this would be another step, more a sophisticated step, if you will, to get me into the direction of full blown recording one day. But yeah, it'd be cool. Yeah. I'm having a lot of fun playing with these sounds, man. I'm already finding cool things that I feel like, wow, I feel like I could write a bunch of songs now since I have all these sounds to play with.
Yeah, and then the additionally cool thing about having GarageBand with your computer is that there are even more sounds on there. So it's like maybe in person, in real life, you have like a wah pedal and a multi-effects pedal.
Yeah.
But if you were to say, like, I mean, there are a million ways you can do this, like what I'm about to say. Like, you can mic up the amp, like I'm telling you, and then it goes straight into the laptop. And you can use the pedals that you have, or you can just record clean, and then you can
add the effect.
Yeah, in the program. And in the program, they have like a bunch. Like they have like, you can make a fat pedal board worth of shit. And then you can also they have amps built into it. So it's like, I know, you know, you're probably gonna want to use your amp because that's what you're using and you like it. But like say you didn't mic there, you can mic up your amp if you want that tone and if you want the sound of like your pedals, you can do that. But you can also plug the guitar's 1/4-inch cable directly into the interface, because like I'm sure you've seen it like at the, well, I'm not looking at your thing, but I only imagine that the bottom of your recorder looks like that.
Yep. Yes, it does.
So like you see that, like obviously the bigger part of the circle, it's clearly for that, but the middle is a 1/4-inch. Yeah, it's like the instrument cable. So if you were to put the instrument cable in the middle of that hole, the guitar is going straight into the interface. And if the interface is plugged into the computer and it's all set up, then it's going straight into GarageBand or Logic. So it's like the signal would be a completely like clean electrical signal, no amp, no anything. It's just coming straight, literally straight out of the guitar. And from there on GarageBand, you can pick, they have a bunch of amps, like they have different digital amps. So it's like you want to pick this amp with this different accommodation. And if you want these pedals, like you can do all of that. So it's like you have your real life stuff. And if you like that sound, then you can mic that up. But then if you're also in your exploration, you're like, let's see what this is like. Like basically you'll have like enough options to fuck around for like the rest of the year. Like if you wanted to do it every day, like there's just like a lot that if you allow yourself to fuck around and get lost, like you won't need to buy more to do a lot. Like what you
It'll be
currently yeah.
I see what you mean. Mean.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good, right? No, I like that. I only had a little window to that world with just like using BandLab in my phone, but to be able to now actually have like, all right, I have physical instruments. If I get the right cables, I can plug it in and it could go into the laptop, and that could just be a more direct outlet for it, and that would be really cool because I'm finding that this is a lot of fun. No wonder people make music. No wonder.
Like no wonder. Car in your hand. No kidding.
Yeah, no, I see the appeal of that, man. Well, I appreciate that. Hopefully, we'll find our way into New York, and I couldn't tell you when that is. I'm trying to figure it out right now. Ronnie's getting a little sicky. She's a little sicky poo right now.
Little sicky doo doo.
Yeah, she's having some bad coughs and some phlegm. So we'll figure it out. But what have you been up to, man? You've been on the world case of being a monster. You've been on those steps. You've been walking on them. How's it feel?
It's fine. I've just learning a lot, and it's been interesting.
You're getting very sleepy. Now give me like $100 and all your crypto.
They do that to you. Yeah.
Give me Everybody who's looking at this, I am at my own control. Whoops. I'm at my own control.
I am the master of your own control.
Yes. You will now give me everything that you have, and you will send it directly to me. I'm
the
funny.
Lord, the God.
I am your God.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, nothing. Yeah. I mean, I've like shown a bunch of places, and
That's right. You're the guitar man or keyboard boy?
What?
You're gonna be the guitar man or the keyboard boy at the shows?
Oh, I was talking about real estate.
I thought you said. I think you were talking about your music. I might have misheard. I thought you said a bunch of shows. So you have a bunch of showings, right? I know. I'm understanding what you're saying now. I understand.
Yeah, there's been a bunch of showings, and that's been interesting to like go into these homes. There's been 1.15 million home. There's a 4.5 million. There's a 5.5 million. There's a 1.3 million that we saw. And then tomorrow there's a 4 million. That's different.
Million easy. Wow.
Easy. Well, I mean, it's just, I don't know. He's just like showing these to people. It's like nothing has like happened per se, but I'm still like shooting bags to like make money in the now time.
Right now.
Yeah, it'd be cool. I'm hoping it works out.
I think it will, man. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be so dip.
It's gonna be dip.
It's gonna be so epic.
Are you gonna record all new songs, or are you gonna do what are you gonna do? You're gonna record extraordinary.
I think I'm gonna want to record new stuff, but then I definitely want to just realize all those songs I've had written for like, now it seems like 9 years of like Ordinary Man, like, and all those songs that go boot with it. So I'm gonna want to put everything and then just record it and then have that be a thing, because it needs to be heard. I'd say, at least to my ears. Doesn't have to be to anybody else's. But I want to not, be so in the past that I have to do that. Like I have a bunch of new stuff that I want to try to work on. So that's that too. Just want to have fun, play around, and also make stupid songs. Like I want to make a lot of stupid stuff, because that's fun too. It's a lot of fun,
Well, you can even, you can use it for, it doesn't even have to be, you could make music to like post on. The only thing about posting on like Spotify is that it costs money.
Right. That'd be sick. My eye was just like,
yeah,
what's going on here? Hey.
Yeah.
It's like, hi, Moody.
You're the hallmark.
Yeah. When you sneeze and you like hold in like you hold your nose and it kind of implodes, like your eyes going. Your eyes blow out.
Oh, yeah.
I always had 2 of them. You're sick.
I saw a guy at a bar. The bartender was this was like kind of recently. Like this guy came into a bar and the bartender was like, "Oh my God, Jeff," or whatever your name is, and she gave him a. And then she was like, "Show him what you do." And then he did that. Both eyes came out of his head.
Damn, it bulged. That's scary, man. I don't like that.
I'd be afraid you can just pop it all the way out.
People can, man. Well, they have the retina, right? So like so they might just kind of dangle. Yeah, sorry about that. That's my little potty trick, Jeff, or whatever your name is.
Did you see that The Undertaker went on Hot Ones?
I did. I did see that. In fact, I watched the latest Hot Ones with Josh Brolin in it.
I did too. I think Josh Brolin's a dick. I'll say it. I don't give a shit.
You think so? I thought it was pretty cool.
I think he's a dick. I think he's a dick. I feel like you can tell that I think he's a dick. He probably is really cool. And if he ever saw this, he'd get mad at me and stuff. But like, he appears dickish to me. He's like,
whoa, that's bitching.
Well, what did he say? He's like, imagine if you were on this show and you died eating a chicken wing. I mean, that'd be pretty fucking lame, right? and then the other guy, the host, is like, well, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's lame or maybe it's cool. It's like I died doing what I do, and that's awesome. He's like, right, yeah, actually, I guess that is kind of badass. Like, and so that's the first thing. He kind of like shat on the host by like, what if you died eating a chicken wing? Like, that's funny, but like, fuck off. And then like, because he said, wouldn't that be lame? Like, what do you want him to say? Yeah, that would be lame.
Yeah, if you want him to say that. Or, maybe asking a question, because Sean Evans was asking a bunch of questions too.
This is my suplex of the conversation. I'm gonna break. Yeah, this is, there was a point where I saw this last night. Like Josh Brolin, somewhere towards the end, he was talking to, I think, what's his name?
Sean Evans.
Sean Evans. He was saying to Sean, like,
Sean Evans.
He was like, "What are you gonna do?" He's like, "What are you gonna do?" And like, I forget what he said, but it was basically like, nothing you do is ever going to be as good as this, and you'll only be as much as you are now for this. And like, he was almost like he wasn't like posing a question, he was like joking, but he kind of literally said like joking at the guy, like, this is the only thing you're going to be known for, and like, you'll never live this down, and once this is over, like, what are you going to do with your career? Like, you have nothing.
Right. Yeah, you've got
like,
nothing.
Do you remember that? Like, he like literally said that to him, and I was like, what a fucking dick. What a jerk.
I kind of remember it. I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, whoa, he kind of like reminds me of my dad. And when I mean reminds me of my dad, he kind of looks like my dad, but if like my dad was like really cool and he was like, successful. And I was like, wow, that'd be cool if he was my dad. And I was just thinking, I thought he was pretty chill, but I guess, his demeanor could be, it could be taken for like, wow, this guy does sound like a dick. But, I mean, it didn't seem like Sean Evans was, offended by it, but I could definitely see what you're saying.
Class act.
Flag, circle jerks, and dead Kennedys, all those guys.
Here, let's see.
Indent. I remember I was taught how to indent the crust.
Yeah, he's talking about pies.
My wife got me into Succession. It's very, very good.
What about you? Favorite all time? That's tough, right? To react under these circumstances.
Laverne and Shirley.
There we go.
Let's go for this.
Shut the hell up, Sean.
Happy days.
To Laverne and Shirley.
Happy days when Fonzie was in the air and you didn't know whether he was going to make the jump or not.
Let's see if we make it.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I actually kind of saturated that.
Yeah. Well, this is a commitment.
You're kind of about it. Job, Sean.
You do this anyway, where you just swallow the wrong way, but if you swallow hot sauce the wrong way, it's not. But I stopped it.
Different ball game altogether. There's a time we had Colin Farrell in here earlier this season. And just couldn't talk.
I saw that. I don't know if it was the moment with him, but I saw you have a moment where you couldn't talk very well.
Oh, with John Bernthal.
Maybe that's who it was.
I choked. I legit choked on the wing. Yeah, like.
Oh, you actually choked on the chicken.
Like a little piece of chicken.
Did you ever choke your chicken?
Yeah, he was really trying to go.
And I've never had that before. When like vacuum seal into the wind.
He's not funny, is what is obvious to me. You know what I mean? Like, he's not funny. Like, he doesn't have. He doesn't know how to be funny.
And then I'm doing it in the bizarre
because he's either a dick or he's just not fun.
Text of this show,
Yeah.
and then I thought I was just gonna die on my
you know
show.
what? He was talking about
But you know what?
He'd be remembered for, because I think he said he would be remembered for like No Country for Old Men, right? I think that was like maybe his comment. Other way, I can't like. I don't remember
Made
that
it
either.
through.
I don't know if
You
that
should
was
be
at
very
the end
proud
or-
of. I mean, this show, and like I said, the reaction of so many people when I
remember him saying,
bring
like,
up your show is a massive. Like, it's not like oh yeah, I've seen that, I love that show. It's like, no fucking way, you're gonna be on that show. It's like a major reaction. But was there a moment when you were choking on your chicken that you felt, I can't die on Hot Ones?
You know what?
That's lame. I have to say, even though I'm not saying it's not
Yeah,
meant to insult your
Maybe
show
like
at all.
dying on your
No,
own
but I
show,
know what
that's-
you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Because it goes one of two ways. You know what I mean? Where
Yeah.
maybe it's almost like, oh, well, this is me dying on my shield.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
if
yeah,
I
yeah.
go down, a chicken wing talk show
Hey,
host
get the hell
goes
out of
down
there. Hey.
choking on a wing.
Yeah, it's kind of
Like,
cool.
it's kind of cool,
It's
right?
kinda cool.
It's kind of
It's like
like
they write
legendary.
it.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like I think that's how like the legacy kind of
Yeah.
lives
And
on
whether
in a
you
way.
did it on purpose,
Right, and then they can ever
whether
they
you
can
were
forever
worried
wonder.
that anything beyond this was kind of going to be not as kind of grab public attention like
Right,
this
but
was.
then I never have to face.
Yeah. Wait. Check it out. It's a joke. No. He's clearly joking, but like,
He's not funny.
I think it's a here. Listen.
Right, and then they can ever
Whether
they
you
can
were
forever
worried
wonder
that anything,
Here.
choking on a wing.
yeah, it's kind
Like
of cool.
it's kind of cool,
It's
right?
kind of cool.
It's kind of like
they write
legendary.
it.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like I think that's how like the legacy kind of
Yeah.
lives
And
on
whether
in
you
a way.
did it on purpose,
Right, and then they can ever
whether
they
you
can
were
forever
worried
wonder.
that anything beyond this was kind of going to be not as kind of grab public attention like
Right,
this
right.
was.
Then I'd never have to face that reality because
All right.
at the peak, I just went down in flames, and there it is, like the armpit lick. Relived
It was
here.
really good. You gotta admit that.
Josh,
Brolin killed
roll.
it with the chickens.
Yeah. Okay. So I was being harsh, but like, so it wasn't that big a deal.
You
But
don't like
I
Josh Brolin, huh? You don't like him.
I remember when I saw it last night, I was like, what a dick thing to say. He's like, because it's part of the joke. He's like, what if you died on the chicken wing? And, what if people thought you did it on purpose because you were afraid that nothing you do in the future would be as good as this?
Like, yeah. I could see that.
Like, that's
Enjoyed it. I thought he was a funny guy. Or I don't know. I just honestly I think he's just really cool.
that's acceptable. Like, you just thought he was cool. I've seen him on late night shows. And just haven't. I've seen him try to joke, and it's just like just fucking swing and a miss type shit. Like,
yeah, he's more like a chill dude. He seems like he's a surfer. I think he's from California.
he seems like the kind of guy who, like, I could, like, it's almost like we'd be having a good time, and then you say something wrong, and he gets upset.
He gets pissed. He pisses him off. Yeah, you guys are just chilling out, and you're like, yeah, so like, surfing is really not, I'm not a big fan of surfing. It's like, what'd you say?
Yeah.
Surfing's the coolest thing in this whole goddamn planet.
I mean, I'm okay. I don't really like to swim.
No.
And stuff.
And he like pushes his food away. He's like, listen here, man. You talk shit about you talk about me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he pushes his food.
It's like, no, he pushes you. He like,
he pushed you as slowly as he would have pushed his food. He pushes you. That's fucking sweet. Yeah, I can see that.
He grabs you by right here, and he like walks you outside of the restaurant.
Yeah, without saying a word. He just tosses you out. How about you reflect on your life before you say something as heinous as that? Spits on you. Let's talk about how cool The Undertaker was, though. What'd you think about him on Hot Ones?
I didn't see The Undertaker on Hot One. I just saw the
preview. That's a good one. It's a good one, man. They talk about the Undertaker.
Undertaker. Someone named It's Emma is watching us. Someone named Caxi Pip watching us. Metaviews.
Wow.
Nat Zelly.
Nat, what's going on, brother? Bless you, sir. All right, let's get into this.
Not Matt.
Let's get into some bits, man. Come on, let's do it.
Nat Zelly.
Nat Zelly. Yo, it's not funny. It's Nat Zelly.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up, Nat Zelly? That's cool, man. This is what happens when you do it on Fridays, huh? You get a little bit more of a crowd.
You get a little bit more of a situation.
How would you do his voice, like Josh Brolin's voice? I think you were doing a pretty good impression of him. He was like,
if I was Josh Brolin, no, that's too much. I think
I was Brolin.
His voice is actually a lot like Thanos, and he kind of just talks at a certain level, and he's like a guy, and he probably is like, if you're gay, that's cool, but it ain't for me.
Yeah.
I get that.
That vibe's like, if you're gay, that's cool, but no, that's not for me. No, that sounds like rough. I love Western.
You should just if you want to, if two men want to make out like hardcore, like a couple of lesbians, that's fine. But I don't want to see it. It makes me
mad.
Yeah.
It's cool, but I don't think that's cool.
Yeah, you're allowed. It's cool and all, but I don't like that.
No, yeah, it's not for me. This is a good win. Yeah. My name is Josh Brolin. What's up, man? Who's eating a wing? That's hard. That's hard, man.
Here, check this out. I don't like that you're gay.
It's Josh Brolin. This is Josh Brolin speaking, not us.
I don't think that way. I think it's funny that maybe Josh Brolin thinks that.
Yeah, I think it's funny too, because that just makes him funnier for some reason.
Yeah,
he's like problematic. He thinks progression is cool, but like he's not about it.
Yeah, he understands that like the world needs it, but he's like, I don't want to see that.
Yeah, I don't want to see that. Like I hear all these people, they're getting married and they're like same sex, and that's all well and fine, but that's just not for me. That's just not for me.
So if everyone's getting married and boys and girls, then what about me?
Yeah. What about me, Josh Brolin? Hi, hey everyone. I'm character actor Josh Brolin. Maybe that's not how I sound. I don't know. I don't remember.
Character actor Josh.
I'm character actor Josh Brolin. No. Yo, go check out my new film. It's on Amazon. It's coming out April 15th, called the Western with a black hole in it or something. I thought one of the things that was funny from that interview was he talked about when he was on No Country for Old Men, and he's like, that part where he opens up the satchel of the bag. He's like, shouldn't the character say something like, and they're like, what? And they're like, I don't know. I go, huh? Mm-hmm. He just like made a bunch of sounds, a bunch of takes, and then I think they chose one. And then when they watched the screening of it, when that part came on, one of the Coen brothers laughed, and he's like, I know which one it was. Like I could tell where he was because of that whole scene right there. I don't know if he's putting a joke on me. I don't know if he was going over me, but to this day, I don't know. I love these chicken wings. Oh, these are delicious, Sean. I love them so much.
Thank you for preparing these, Sean. I love it.
Thank you very much, Sean, for preparing these for me, but I'm just not about it. I'll be honest. Yeah, that's a hard question.
So you
like what?
Dad?
Go ahead.
You think he looks like your dad?
I think he looks like a cooler version of my dad. Like I could see that. I'm basically saying I wish Josh Brolin was my dad.
I guess I don't have like an image of your dad in my head. I think I only met him once.
Yeah, not maybe. I'm sorry. I'm watching this squirrel here. Let's see if I can get it. It's like this squirrel's just like getting like I can't zoom in, but he's on this tree over here, the tree in the middle, and he's just like gathering like shavings of bark, and I guess he's trying to make a nest. So I was just like watching that squirrel do that. But what I'll do? Yeah, I don't know. Just imagine my dad looks like Josh Brolin, but like he's got black hair. He had like dry skin. Yeah, you only met him once, huh? That's crazy.
Do you have a picture?
You
got like a picture somewhere?
On like Facebook, there's a picture of him. You could look up Aaron Dad on Facebook.
All right, let's see.
I think this squirrel's making a nest underneath our under our stairs. Oh my god, he absolutely is 100%. The squirrel's. Oh no, he's not. Never mind. I'm really paying attention to the squirrel over here.
False alarm.
The false alarm, everybody. Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, so no.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a lot of fun right now, but no.
All right, dude. Where is it?
Where's what? My dad?
Is it in your? Where is it?
You're gonna have to look. You have to scroll down a bit. He was I'm trying to remember where one is. There's one where like we're in Coney Island and he's like right next to me, and I think he looks like Josh Brolin there a little bit. Damn, I got this.
You should piss, dude. Whoa. Wow.
You found it?
No, they're just images of you with like super short hair.
Oh man. Like bald?
Like 2015, you had like a couple of days where your hair was like super short. Whoa. This is AmeriCorps, Aaron. I'm not showing your picture. I'm just looking at, they're not being shown. But it is like, wow, dude, 2015. Yeah.
What?
You had,
I like shaved head.
Yeah.
And like one point, like my whole head was shaved except for like the top part, and I had like a sick ass beard. I think you're getting close to it. It's like in those AmeriCorps days, you'll find it.
Well, I was just going through your fucking
your fucking pictures. Looking through your pictures.
No, just the what do you call it? The profiles.
The profiles. Yeah, it won't be under the profile. It'd be like I don't know, like I don't remember where they are. I gotta go pee. I'll be right back. Whoa, Jesus Christmas. He just freaking rocketed out the door. I think a couple more minutes.
Whoa. There's an image of Aaron with like the crazy, like he's like bald. It's pretty good.
We'll make this last forever and ever and ever. We'll make it last forever.
Damn, dude.
What?
I didn't find it, but I saw like a bunch of like pictures of like old you.
Old me. Oh, yeah, sorry, man. I couldn't find a picture of your dad, but yeah. I'll find you a picture after this.
There was well, yeah, I wasn't showing any. I wouldn't do that, but like
I don't care, dude. Understand. Do you understand? I don't care. Who gives a shit? I'm digging the jumpsuit, man. Are you wearing like a sweatsuit right now?
Imagine I was wearing a onesie. Like, it's like fabric really tight and like the butt and the crotch, so it's just like all like
it's all jumbled.
It's almost like my nut bulge is like by where my stomach should be. It's like,
yeah, it's a very tight suit. That's cool, man. Or is that just a shirt?
It's just a jacket or whatever.
What about, do you have matching pants with that?
I do, but I just have like regular.
Nah, come on, man. You gotta wear the whole thing, dude. So people think you're wearing like a track suit. That's what they're called.
I'm wearing my trash suit.
I'm wearing my trash suit today. I'm just wearing my trash suit. It's pretty cool, actually.
Actually, it's a little secret. I don't like girls.
Yeah, so there's like something really cool about me. I'm really into surfing, love the Gold Coast. I don't really like chicks that much. But there's nothing wrong with that, you know? Well,
yeah. This is where we keep our snacks and like those like chocolate bites.
Little chocolate bites right here. And by the way, I don't like girls, so
I don't like girls too.
Yeah, I'm not a real big fan of him, but like, oh well, my cat just opened up the door. He's a bad boy.
Open up the door.
That's what I was gonna say. We should like one day just have both our guitars out, and we should just like cover a bunch of songs and also just like play a bunch of dumb songs.
That'd be funny because it's like on either of our screens we're at least like a second behind.
Yeah.
So
we'll just keep in mind that we're a second behind. So we'll take account for that.
It'd be so hard. There's a program that you can use called Audio Movers, where if you're on like Logic, you can plug your Logic into this program and I can do the same, and it like we can play with each other in the same session, but it's like there's no lag at all.
No delay. Well, that's pretty impressive, man. You must have some pretty high speed fiber optic internet if you need to do that for that program,
It is fiber optic.
Fiber optic. Whoa, dude. Your dog loves that.
Yeah, he's like, wow.
Hands. Hey, Marshall. Marshall. Hey. Hey. There you go, buddy. Hey. Hey.
Up.
Hey. Up. It's still on that your tongue.
Yeah, he's just like staring right at my mouth. Up.
That's him. Look, he looks like pretend he's like your hands, like he has your hands. He's like, oh bother, I'm so washed up right now.
Imagine if my face just like wait.
Yeah, your mouth. Hey guys, they call me dog mouth.
Dog month. Welcome to dog month.
Hey guys, welcome to dog month. We were talking about a bunch of dogs this month. This month we got this little dog here. I don't know what he does, but he shits in my house and I don't like it.
And that was pretty cool. But this and then tomorrow, what are we talking about? Quickly.
What? Quickly, man. What's that all about, man? What's that all about, man? Come on.
You should do you should go to some. I mean, you don't gotta do shit. I think the I mean, whatever you want to do, but I feel like there's so many. This is almost the part about life that is like inundating. It's like, what the fuck are you supposed to do? Because you can do anything.
You can do anything. It's true. Don't tell anybody. Don't say. Don't listen to anybody that says you can't do anything.
Yeah,
You do anything.
please tell them don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. I can do anything. It's hard. It's hard to hear that.
Like, because it's like even in, and again, I mean this. I think the only reason why I'm down to, like, I'm excited to talk about it is because I'm excited on your behalf, because I know that you are going to do something really interesting. Because it's just like, that's what I mean when, like, in regards to like equating like having the ability to record songs to like a notebook. It's like you give anybody a pen and paper and tell them to draw or write, it's going to be like very different, or like from the other person.
Right.
And especially to somebody who is creative at all, it's like it's like a gift. And for somebody who's going to like listen to it or watch it or experience it like amongst a bunch of other people, it is something to be excited about, because you're like, yeah, like in your case, I'm excited because, whether it's your humor or just the fact that you have an artist inside of your soul, it's like, yeah, it's gonna be cool. And I'm kind of like, there's patience, but it's like, you kind of, at least for me, it's like, it's exciting. It's like, I look forward to
meeting this artist.
Yeah. I know that guy, but
yeah, I'm too. I'm excited. I hear, like, all my friends they're doing stuff like that. They're at least expressing themselves in that way. And I've been stunted. I've been holding myself back. So I gotta let it out. Let it out. Oh my God. I just gotta let it out.
Yeah, you're just trying to like, you're so like pent up about it that it's like you're just trying to plug in the computer and, like, I don't know, you either like just pants or you
I shit my pants.
you shit your pants. Fuck, dude, I've got a bunch of dry boogers in my nose.
Dang, dude, what do you think that's all about? What's happening here?
You're on CNN. Oh wait, you ever do this?
Yeah, you ever just burn your hand? You burn your wrists? That would be pretty cool if, like, you just engulfed in flames and then you were just like walking like the guy on fire. Just like across your computer there.
Did you ever do open mics again? Like either or comedy or music, because they have the new Gurgi.
Yeah, they got him in New Gurgi. We were just talking about it. Ronnie was like, "Hey, maybe this summer you could do some open mics, like in around." And I was like, "Yeah, that might be pretty cool. I probably would try comedy and maybe music. Once I establish, I gotta write some things, and once they're written, I'm like, all right, let's do it.
That could be cool. You really don't have to do anything. Like, you could just whatever you want to do. Like, maybe you're just like, actually, I kind of just want to record these demos. Maybe, and then that's perfectly fine. Or it's like, I want to record these demos and I want to get up there.
You shook me all night long. Yeah. Hey guys, my new album's coming out. I'm recording it right now. So everybody, get a chance to come on in and buy it. 1, 2, 3. I just sing like that. Oh yeah.
No, it's okay. No, I like that song. Christian, whenever, like, if you ever come up in a conversation, even if like it's like brief or like a passing statement or whatever, he's always like, how is my extraordinary?
How's my extraordinary, man? If I could be. At one point, I envisioned that song, like, when it got to that part, like a chorus, like a gospel chorus, like a gospel like choir singing that part.
The part of
Yeah.
the sky.
Imagine that could still happen, man. I could rent out a choir to sing this part. I want you to sing that if I could be extraordinary. But it sucks now that I've waited so long to record this song that in that time, Ozzy Osbourne came up with a song called Ordinary Man.
Really?
Yeah,
Does it
he
go-
has a song, Ordinary
go
Man.
Your song?
I don't know. I haven't listened to it, but I was pissed off. I was like, shit.
Well,
So-
how about I'm gonna say that that's fine because, like, here, let's ask Google how many songs are titled "I Love You." There's one by Billie Eilish, which seems to be the
Number
most.
one.
There's someone called the Climax Blues Band. I Love You.
It would be funny though if Ozzy Osbourne, like word for word, did my lyrics. That would be cool.
Barney's fucking song is "I Love You." I love you.
And Billie Eilish has a song called "I Love You." Interesting.
Yeah, this fucking the title doesn't matter.
Yeah, I should just call my songs like how I would name all my files, like poop_1 8 $D capital D.
Or like poop, real poop question mark.
Question mark 1.
Yeah.
That's what you did with your files. You named all your files like ass _poop.
Come and ask.
You just like named all your stuff that, and I remember you one day like thinking like, oh shoot, I can't find this thing because I named all my stuff after poop and asses.
Poop and cum and shit. Like
Looking for a very important file, but you can't find it because it's under poop cum.
I name it the right way now.
You learned your lesson.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
You should do. You don't. Not should. I don't mean it like that. But like you could do. Like
Anything.
you could do. You could have like say if you had a 5-minute set like open mic thing, like you could do like 2 jokes and like 1 funny song. You know
I was
what mean?
thinking of that. In fact, I was because I had a bit in my mind and I was recording it. And I wanted to send it to you, but it was too large. But basically, the bit pretty much goes. And also before I even do it, I was thinking like I should have like because Ronnie suggested it. She's like you should have like something written so just in case you could fall back on. I feel like if I'm out there, I'm gonna like feel the crowd, read the crowd, and then kind of just like say things. But then like if I'm rambling too much, maybe I could like get to like, oh, I remember I have something that I want to talk about. So I think that's how I would approach it. So the bit was basically like I have to wear glasses for it because I have glasses. I do wear glasses, but right now I'm not wearing glasses. So I'd have glasses on and I'd be like, so I don't know if you're aware of this, but I'm wearing glasses now. And it's a lot because apparently if you wear glasses, they say you're smart, right? Glasses make you look smarter. And I'm not saying I'm not smart. But I'm definitely saying I'm not dumb, right? Like I'm smart enough to know that you probably shouldn't marry your cousin, right? Like if you marry your cousin, like that's just going to be into some moral ambiguity. Not to mention like genetic deformities, family ties would definitely be no more. But like, don't marry your cousin if you want. Like you could have, we get it. Like your cousin's hot. Like you obsessively talk about how hot your cousin is. To the point where it's like, okay, man, we get it. Your cousin's hot, but like, don't marry them. Like, if you want, you can have sex with your cousin, just don't tell anybody about it. But no, I'm just kidding. Like, see, at that point, now I'm rambling. But I basically go from a point where I talk about how smart people think you are because you wear glasses, and then I think it'd be funny to just like over talk about how like insecure that I am. Like, I am smart. I'm not dumb. And then the other thing was, if you wear glasses, they say that you're ugly. Like all those movies that have like, hey, let's turn this girl, this ugly, nerdy girl, to the most popular girl. And she always has glasses on, right? So as soon as she takes off her glasses, she's like a 10. And it's like, well, I'm not saying I'm like not handsome, but I'm also saying like I'm not ugly. Like I'm not ugly. I'm not dumb, and I'm smart. And like I would just go on those pathways. And it was funny because I was doing it. I made myself laugh. And so I was just writing these different points down. So I definitely have to refine it a little bit more. But eventually I get to a point where I'm like, you know, I'm smart enough to know that, like, you know, I'm not smart enough to know how to make a battery, but I know they're made out of lithium, but I don't know how lithium is mined, but I know it's mined, like, you know, so I don't know. Right now I'm rambling, but like I had a bit in my mind. So that's how you do it, right?
What if you did like
what if you just shut up and stop being not funny?
That's what someone at the bar walks up on stage and whispers in your ear. Like,
yeah, I'm like doing my set. He comes up, whispers in my ear. I'm like, well, I was just informed that I probably should stop doing this because I'm not funny.
Well, I have two questions based on what you said. One is a question, one is a suggestion. The first question is, and I apologize, I don't think that people in New Jersey are like this, but people in the world are like this, is my point. Talk about like incest. Do you think anybody would get offended? Depending where, it depends on the room, is what I'm saying. You're in a city room, like a really busy city room, probably everyone would be like, yeah, incest is dumb. But
somebody might say,
I'm being a little
I married my cousin.
Yeah, like she's hot as fuck. They like, would it offend anybody is the question. And then the other thing is, like, for me, what was funny to hear you like ramble about like how like it's like, well, you know that like what you were saying, it's like it's not cool to marry your cousin, even if your cousin is like super hot and like, you know, she asked you yesterday like if you'd want to see her boobs.
Like, right.
Like,
I should ramble about that, like to insinuate that I had a talk with my cousin.
Right. Like almost, well, like that's exactly my suggestion. Like, because what I thought was funny about you rambling was the fact that you were talking so much about it and like nobody brought it up. You brought it up. You know what I mean? Like you went from glasses make you smart and like I at least know this, and that's like, it's like, okay, so that to me that jump, it's like it's related, but it's like it's kind of a very specific jump, and the fact that you kept talking about it made me think like it'd be funny if he's just kind of subconsciously admitting that he's disgusted. Like I'm attracted to my cousin. Where like you ramble to the point where either you flat out say like it's cool, I want to marry my cousin, like, or like, you know, you kind of like just let it slip. You ramble to the point where, like you're talking about you.
I put my foot in my own mouth. I think that is a better direction. I agree with you, because then that could just open up airways, because at a point I'm like, I'm talking about like somebody else, but it definitely should just be about me. Like I think people, when they hear comedy, they want to hear it kind of just like you making fun of yourself because you're being vulnerable. Point. So I think you're right to not only talk about the vulnerability of like, you know, I am smart. You know, I wear glasses, but like, you shouldn't marry your cousin. Like I know, like even if they say like your cousin, you could be very hot. Like they're very attractive. Like, you know, like I'm saying like I say to the point where I'm like just making it more about like, okay, definitely something's going on with this guy.
And hold on, I'm gonna Google some. What are the chances of having a?
I look up the numbers of how likely it is to get like a deformed baby after marrying your cousin. I mean, statistics show that it's not even that likely that the child would be deformed afterwards, right? I mean, a lot of rich people in the wealthy, communities, those families, they're well knit and tight, right? Like,
okay, so here, check this out. I don't know. This is from gap.med.miami.edu. So this is some Miami medical hospital school website thing. And okay, So the vast majority of children of first cousins are healthy and do not have problems due to their parents' relatedness. It is important to keep in mind that even for an unrelated couple, there's approximately a 2 to 3% chance that their child is born with a birth defect, genetic syndrome, or disability. Baby with your cousin, the New York Times says, contrary to widely held beliefs and longstanding taboos in America, first cousins can have children together without a great risk of birth defects or genetic disease. Scientists are reporting today. They say there's no logical reason to encourage cousins.
So I bring those facts up.
Yeah, like, oh shit. Wait, give me 1 second. I don't know.
All right. And then I think we're gonna have to probably leave soon. Oh, he left. He's gone. How you doing, Ronnie? We'll have to close this up. Time to go. Come on, baby Mike. I don't know if he's left me into the lion's den. I don't know if anyone else is here. Yeah, this is what it looks like. Joke writing. Joke writing is it's hard. But you gotta be funny. For most and fourth, you gotta be funny and you gotta say things that are funny. So don't steal this joke. I think I'm gonna use it. I think it'd be very funny if I do. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see where it goes. We'll see where it takes us. Oops. All right, let me move all this stuff. I think we're gonna get ready to turn this stuff off. Freaking cold in here. All right, I think we'll close up shop. That's definitely been an hour. Where's Ron? Yeah, how are you? You ready? You ready?
Extraordinary. Someone called me.
Okay, no worries, man. All right, we're probably gonna wrap this up in a minute anyway. What were you gonna say?
Oh, just like
The final moments.
just the fact that it's all these articles are from 2002, honestly, where
That's hilarious.
do cousin marriages cause birth defects? The UK government site, bradford.gov.uk. The majority of babies born to couples who are blood relatives are healthy. While cousin marriage increases the risk of birth defect from 3% to 6%, the absolute risk is still small. So regular unrelated people, 2 to 3% chance that it's retarded. Sorry for using that word. Related people, 6%. So that's really not a huge increase.
So I mentioned that.
Yeah.
I love that.
And you just you're getting to you start off saying like, I'm smart enough to know that you're not supposed to do this, even though the science says that the likelihood of having a baby with I was gonna say a genital a genital defect, but that's like
that's even funny too. Even though the risk is only just a 3% likelihood more so than an average other person. But like, I digress. Like that would be really funny. I think I do like that approach more. Like I really I'm a parody of myself and I'm just making myself like, these are, because no one would really admit that. No one would admit that, oh, you're so hot, like I'm going to marry them.
It's like you need to do it. Like you need to tell everyone like, listen, look, I'm a smart guy. I wear glasses and I know that having a kid with your cousin only increases the likelihood of them having some kind of defect or disability by 3%. It's still under 10%, which is a lot. I mean, a little bit. So just to say that if my cousin was super hot and had big boobs and like to make out with my penis, like that's okay. Because even if we had kids, which we do, you just
I love it. Have that struggle on stage to try to keep this front that like I'm admitting that I'm talking about my cousin and that she is But I'm like, no, but I know that I'm smart enough to know that you shouldn't do that. Like, I just know that you just don't do that.
I know. Yeah, I'm smart enough to know that society, that it's a big taboo in society and that's not something that I should do. But I'm also educated enough to know that it's okay that I have.
yeah. And then, like, after the bit, definitely got to end that bit with, I should see how she's doing. I should give her a call.
Yeah. Or I should see how she's doing. I should give her a call. Or like a version of that where it's just like, I'm gonna have to pick up our kid from soccer practice.
Yeah. That's funny. I definitely want to do that. And I think before I do any of like stand up, I definitely want to run it by you because I think you're a very funny person. And I really do accept your notes on that because you've done stand up and I've done it maybe twice, but like not even really. So the first time I go up, I want to be like packed and ready. And I think that could be a good bit. So I'm definitely going to change it to, it's like, all right, it's about me now. Like, I'm going to make a parody of myself. I'm making fun of myself. People could laugh at me and that's funny. So that's hilarious.
Even if you don't want to like write it like super defined, I think like it's you just know it enough in your head where it's like, if I get, have an idea in your head where it's like, I know that if I just start talking about this, I'm going to be fine. Cause know the idea enough, even if you've never written it down.
Could you say things? That's hilarious. Like, even if I like, cause that first one that you had mentioned, like miami.university.edu, a study in 2002 stated that you only have a 3% more likelihood of a chance of deformity. But again, I'm smart enough to know that you shouldn't do that, even if your cousin's hot and that, one accidentally in the summer, like you grazed upon her boob like one time this summer.
You grazed upon her boob like once one summer, but then actually like you end up like full banging and then now you have a kid.
Yeah, now we have a secret. Now we have a secret family child.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's from the University of Miami. I just sent you the link.
Cousins get married. Are they at risk of having children with genetic conditions? That's hilarious. I'm gonna work that in there. Because I do have like bits written here and there, but like they're just key words, and I feel like that would be the best way to do it. Because it really, like you said, depends on like how does the room feel when you go in there. Like you'll feel like something. It's like you'll say a couple things, and if they're not buying it, then you're like, all right, well, I'm just gonna go on to the next. So there's an improv thing to it, and I think that would be cool. But I'd like to have like some things like thought out. So that's the idea, and I'm hoping to do that this summer when I'm ready.
And that'd be fun. I know it's take a minute, but one more idea of like you're rambling. You reveal that like you are married to your cousin and that you have a love. Yeah, you're married to your cousin and you have a kid, and like you know that it's wrong. You're smart enough to know that you shouldn't have. And like you're rambling, and then you hard left turn to a song.
Hard left turn to a song.
Like you're like talking, and you're like this, and like anyway, I'm gonna close it up with a song. Like,
yeah, to just like totally carry everything that I just said.
You just
try to hide.
I'm gonna switch it over to a song, and like don't even look up at the crowd, and just like tune your guitar, be like, hold on. Just
I like that. I really do like the fact that like to ramble to the point where you're like exposing more of like, okay, this guy definitely seems like he said something to his cousin.
Yeah, this guy has banged his cousin and has a kid with his cousin.
Yeah, that's funny. It would be very funny too if like Ronnie was in the audience. So I wouldn't say that.
If she would get mad, maybe don't do that one. But like, if it's just understood, like this is all for the joke, like
because like people don't get that like some of this comedy like that's being said by anybody, it's like not real. It's just like a joke. It's a setup. It's to make people laugh. So that's funny. I love that. I'm going to do that with your permission.
Yeah. No, you should. But listen, to our one faithful viewer, looks like we're gonna like take a nap now. So you tried. You're doing your best. So are we.
Yeah.
And that's it, you know?
Yeah, we'll get back on there. We'll get back on the horse. So we'll do it up, and we'll catch you on the flippy dippy.